Hello, it's Sonia here with The Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today we are going to be making a shawl. I did another shawl pattern not that long ago and I really enjoyed doing that one, so I thought I would do another one. So for this project I will be using my G hook or 4.25 millimeter hook, and I actually have yarn with a label on it, which is very rare. So this is called Cotton Kings Twirls. It's 100% cotton and it has 874 meters, and I bought this yarn. It's really cool yarn. I think it's gonna be really pretty. I bought it from Hobby. I think they're in Denmark, and I've never used this yarn before. I've had it for a little bit. I did not buy it this year because I've been working on a Bust My Stash, but I wanted to make this shawl and I was looking for yarn and I found it and I'm like, I think it'll be really pretty. And it comes with a handy little like sticker on the end. It says Easy Start, which is really nice so you don't have to search around for the center pull. So I really do like that. But for this project you could use a variety of yarns or hook sizes. So if you don't like, this is probably more like a fingering weight yarn. If you don't prefer using thinner yarn, you can certainly use heavier yarn if you want, and you then just use whatever hook you would like. So to get started we are going to need to chain 4. Now as you can see, this yarn does not have a tight twist. It's made up of little strands, so that could get a little interesting, but hopefully it'll be okay. So we have 4 chains, and then our 4th chain from our hook, we're going to work 2 double crochet, and this is going to be the center of the shawl, so we're going to just work going to go out like that. And this is a shawl that's shaped like a triangle. Alright, so now we are going to chain 2, and we're going to work 3 double crochet to finish up row 1 here. So for this pattern you will need to work a couple setup rows, and then there will be repeats after that. Okay, so there is row 1. Okay, so for row 2, we need to chain 8. And turn our work. So this chain 8 is going to consist of a chain 5 space and a double crochet. And then we are going to work in the chain 2 space, we're going to work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So this is going to be the center of the shawl. Now, and that might be a little confusing because we are going to, this is the top of it, so it's going to grow this way, but this part will always be the center, the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So I think it'll make more sense as you go along. So we have our 3 double crochet, and now we need to work the chain 2 and 3 double crochet. And we're almost done this row, so then we will chain 5. And then on top of that chain 3 that we skipped, that's going to count, that does count as a double crochet. We are working a double crochet to complete row 2. So you will have 2 chain 5 spaces and a double crochet on the end. So let's get ready for row 3. So for row 3 we are going to chain 1 and turn our work, and then in this first double crochet we will work a double crochet, or a single crochet, I'm sorry. We're working a single crochet. Then in this chain 5 space we are going to work a shell, So this shell stitch is going to consist of 7 double crochet. So we're going to work 7 double crochet in this shell, or in this chain 5 space. We're creating a shell by working 7 double crochet. It's been a long day. It's evening time while I'm filming this, and it's just been a very long day, but I finally had some time to film, so sorry for that. Words can be hard as I'm getting tired, but I really wanted to get started on this. Okay, I think I have 7. Yes, I do. And now what we're going to do is we're going to be working our center again. So that will be in the chain 2 space, the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet to create the center. And now what we want to do is work our 7 double crochet in the next chain 5 space, which we will be creating. So just work your 7 double crochet, and this is actually a chain 8 space, but we're going to turn it into a chain 5 space. Okay, so that is my 7th double crochet. So now we need to work a single crochet and create a double crochet. So what I like to do is I count from the bottom of this chain. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So on top of that 3rd chain, I'm working my single crochet. And now we have row 3 all done. Okay, so let's start row 4. So we are still working on our setup row. So row 4, we're going to chain 3 and turn our work, and that is going to count as a double crochet. And then in the next stitch, in the next double crochet, we're going to work another double crochet. So we have 2 now, and now we want to chain 1. We're going to work in the next double crochet, so we're working in the shell. We're going to chain 1 again, work in the next one. So we're going to repeat this across our shell. Just chaining 1, working a double crochet. Okay, so then we should have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain 1 spaces there. Okay, so now we're already at our center, so we are going to work that center, which is the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, so now we need to work the other side. We're going to go into the shell and work the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet across our shell. So then you will have the 6 chain 1 spaces. And then in your last stitch, you're going to work, which is that single crochet, work a double crochet. And then row 4 is complete. Okay, so now we're at row 5, and this is going to be the start of the repeat. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 5, we're going to chain 4, and we're going to turn our work. I'm on row 5, but we're chaining 4. And then right in the same stitch, we want to work a double crochet. So this is going to consist of, this is actually a V-stitch, so it's going to be, the chain 4 is going to be a double crochet and a chain 1 space. And then what we want to do is we're going to chain 5. So this is the start of the repeat, the first half of the repeat until we get to the center, and then we'll work the second half of the repeat for the other side. So we're going to chain 5. And we are going to skip this first chain 1 space, and we are going to work 2 single crochet in the next chain 1 space. And we're going to do that in 4 chain 1 spaces. We're going to work 2 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to have a total of 8. So in the next chain 1 space, work 2 single crochet, then the next one, work 2 single crochet, and the next one, work 2 single crochet, and then we chain 5. I'm having some issues with this yarn. Let me see if I can fix that. So this is the first start of the repeat here, the chain 5, skipping that space, and then working the 2 single crochet. And you're going to keep doing that. So as your shawl gets bigger, you're going to have more of these shells. So you're going to be repeating that until you get to your center. So once you get to your center, so we're already there, we're going to chain 5. And now we're going to work in that center of that 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, so now we need to work the other side of the shawl. So we are to start off, we're going to chain 5, and we're doing the repeat across. So in the next, you're going to skip the next chain 1 space, you're going to work 2 single crochet in the next. Oops, gotta watch this yarn. If I don't get all the strands, it just doesn't work. There we go. And we're going to do that for 4 chain 1 spaces, so you're going to have a total of 8 single crochet. Okay, and then we're going to chain 5 to finish up this row. And then in your last double crochet, so that's on top of that chain 3, you're going to work a V-stitch. Should have made that guy tight. There we go. We're working double crochet, chain 1, double crochet to complete row 5. Alright, so that's what we're looking like. Okay, so now we're going to get ready for row 6. So I already chained 1. We want to turn our work, and then in that first double crochet we are going to work a single crochet. And how that yarn, this is going to be a challenge. Getting all those strands, there we go. Let's try that again. Okay, so now after we've worked that single crochet, we are going to chain 5. And now we are set for the repeat for this row. So we're going to work 3 single crochet around the next chain 5 space. And now we're going to chain 5 again. And we're going to skip 3 single crochet, and then in the next 2 we're going to work a single crochet decrease or together stitch. So you're going to insert your hook in that stitch, pull up a loop, insert your hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, of those loops. It's just a regular traditional single crochet decrease, and we're going to chain 5 again. And work 3 single crochet in the next stitch. And then we're already to our center. So the repeat's going to be the 3 single crochet, chain 5, work, skip the 3 single crochet, and then work the single crochet decrease, and then chain 5. And then we're back to the repeat of working the 3 single crochet. So there's going to be more of these shells as you go along. And so you're going to be repeating that until you get to that last chain 5 space before your center. You work those 3 single crochet, then we chain 5, and then we work our center here of the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, sorry we got cut off. So you want to work your center, which is the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So now we need to work on the other side for row 6 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 5, and then we're going to repeat what we did on this side with that repeat. So we're going to work the 3 single crochet around this chain 5 space, and we are going to chain 5, and then we are going to skip 3 single crochet, so 1, 2, 3, and work a single crochet decrease or together stitch in the next 2 stitches. So 1 decrease stitch is worked over 2 stitches, and we're going to complete that stitch, and we're going to chain 5 again, and we're going to work our 3 single crochet. So we're working around that chain 5 space. And to complete this row, we're going to chain 5 again, lots of chain 5s. Actually, I'm going to fix that single crochet. She looks a little loosey-goosey there. See this yarn with all the loose strands. It's definitely a little challenge to work with, but not too bad. So we're chaining 5, and then, okay, so we had our last chain 5. So what you want to do is you want to single crochet on top of that first chain 3. So just count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3 there. I think it's very tight, to create that V-stitch, that double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And then row 6 is complete. Okay, so let's begin row 7. Row 7, we're going to chain 8 and turn our work. Okay, so we're going to turn here, and then in our first chain 5 space we are going to work a single crochet, and then we are going to chain 5 again, and we're going to single crochet in that center single crochet. So we work that 3, we're going to work a single crochet in the center, chain 5 again, and we're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and we're just going to be repeating. We're going to be chaining 5 and either single crocheting in the chain 5 space, or we didn't get there yet, or when we get to the 3 we're going to single crochet in that center, but we're going to chain 5 again, lots of chain 5s here. So we're going to single crochet in that next chain 5 space. We're going to chain 5 again. And single crochet in the center. And chain 5. And single crochet in the next chain 5 space. We're going to chain 5 again, and we're going to work our center stitch. So now we are working the center stitch, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And now we're ready to work the other side. So it's going to be a repeat. We're going to chain 5, work in the next chain 5 space, chain 5 again, work in that center stitch of that 3 single crochet, chain 5, work in the next, and so on. So we're just going to continue working those chain 5s and single crocheting in either the chain 5 space or that center stitch of those 3 single crochets. So I'm going to go do that off camera, and I will meet you back when I get to the end. So I'm almost to the end here. So I worked that single crochet in that last chain 3 group of chain 3 in that center stitch there. So I've chained 5. We're going to single crochet around this next chain 5 loop. We're going to chain 5 again, and we are going to work a double crochet in that last stitch, which is a single crochet. Oops, and we're splitting this yarn. You gotta be very precise. And there we go. So now we have row 7 complete. So let's begin row 8. So row 8, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. We're going to single crochet in that first stitch, and we're going to work that shell. We're going to work those 7 double crochet in the next chain 5 space. Okay, so we have our 7 double crochet. We're going to single crochet around the next chain. So this is the start of the repeat here. So we single crocheted in that chain 5 space. Now we're going to chain 5 and single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And we are going to work that shell in the next one. So the 7 double crochet. And we're going to continue that repeat. So the 7 double crochet is the end of that repeat. So to start again, we're going to single crochet in the next one, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and then we work that shell. So 7 double crochet in the next So there we have our shell. So once you get to your center, you are going to work your center stitch in that chain 2 space of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And now we are going to work on the other side. So in that first chain 5 space, we're working a shell. So that's 7 double crochet. And we're going to single crochet in the next. So this is the start of the repeat that we did on the other side. So single crochet, chain 5, single crochet around the next, and then we work the shell stitch in the next. So I'm going to keep going here doing this repeat until I get to the end, and then I'll show you how to finish up row 8 here. Okay, so I'm at my last chain 5 space. This is actually chain 8, but we're going to turn it into chain 5 and then a double crochet. So to finish up, we're going to work the shell in that last. Okay, so I have my last shell, my 7 stitches. So now we need to work that single crochet, and we need to work it on top of the chain 3. So just count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, right there, and pop in that single crochet. And then row 8 is done, so we're starting to take shape here. And so now we need to work row 9. So for row 9, we are going to chain 3 and turn. This will count as a double crochet, and then in our next stitch here, this is our first stitch. Our next one, we're going to work a double crochet. We're going to chain 1, double crochet in the next, and we're going to repeat this for this shell. So chain 1, double crochet, double crochet in that next stitch, okay, so we should have 6 chain 1 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that after we're done that, we're going to single crochet. This is our repeat in the next chain 5 space, and we are going to work double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in across the next shell, so we're just going to repeat that. So then the next stitch we work the single crochet, and then we work across the shell, double crochet, chain 1, and then once you get to the center stitch, then you are going to work the center stitch in that chain 2 space, and then we'll work on the other side for row 9. Okay, so I have worked that center stitch. So now we're going to work on the other side, and so we're going to repeat. We're going to work in that next shell of double crochet, chain 1, double crochet across. You're going to single crochet in this next chain 5 space, and then repeat the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and keep going across. So I will do that, and I'll meet you back at the end of row 9. Okay, so there is row 9 complete. So what you want to do is repeat rows 5 through 9, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have you end on a row 9 or a row 8. I'm still trying to figure out the edging here, but we've got a lot of rows, so just keep repeating rows 5 through 9. I will put on the screen what we'll end up ending on to finish this guy up, but yeah, I'm going to work a whole bunch more rows, and so next time you'll see me, this will be a lot bigger. Okay, so as you can see, we have a different shawl than what we started with. So this is another one that I was working on using a bunch of different yarns that I got at a local yarn store. And it was kind of like they had a scrap bin and there was all these pretty purples, so I just thought it would be pretty to combine them together. So what you will want to do is you'll want to end on a row 8. So here I have my row 8 and I worked 38 rows. I wanted it to be bigger, but I'm running out of yarn, so we're just making do. It's still going to be very pretty, and I'll put up on the screen for the green one. I did finish the green one, and you'll see that in the beginning of how, and I'll tell you how many rows I worked before I started on the edging. And that one I just kept working and working until I was almost out of yarn, so that's why that one is as big as it is. So anyway, let's get started. So we are going to finish up our last row, so this will be the edging. So what we're going to do is it's going to be kind of like a row 9, but with a twist, I guess. We're not twisting anything though. So what we're going to do, so you'll end on a row 8 here, that's 7 double crochet. We're going to chain 3, and I'm still using a G hook. It's just a little bit different than the typical. On this one it says it's 4.5. The other one was 4.25, but I don't think it's a whole lot different. We're gonna go with it because I can't find my other G hooks. I had like so many and they disappeared, and so we're using this one. All right, so we've got our chain 3, we've turned. So we are going to double crochet in our next double crochet, like we normally did. And now we are going to chain 1. And we're going to double crochet in the next stitch and chain 1, double crochet in the next. So we've worked 3 double crochets here. Sorry, I had to get my project together. It was like falling off my desk. So we have 3 double crochets. So what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet in the next one. So we're working 4. And now we are going to chain 2. And we're going to create like a little picot. So we're chain 2, we're going to slip stitch in the second chain from our hook, and we're going to go back and double crochet right in that same stitch. So it's kind of like a little V stitch with a little picot there. And now we're going to continue. We're going to chain 1, double crochet in the next, and we're going to repeat that for this shell here. Chain 1, double crochet in the next, and chain 1 and double crochet in the last double crochet of this shell. So here we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in that chain 5 space like we did for a regular, whoops, lost the hook there. These are actually not my favorite hooks, so some people love them. I'm just not a huge fan of them, but that's okay. It's still working for me. All right, so we've single crocheted in that chain 5 space. So now we're just going to continue. We're going to do the same thing across all these shells until we get to our center stitch. So we're going to double crochet, chain 1 in the next 3 double crochets, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work that double crochet picot stitch. So double crochet, chain 2, work that picot. So in the second chain from our hook, work that slip stitch, and then we're going to double crochet right back in that stitch. And just creates what they call it, either a picot or looks like a little nub too. And then we're going to finish up. We're going to chain 1 and double crochet in the last 3 double crochets. And then we just single crochet in that chain 5 space. So we're going to be repeating this until we get to our center stitches there, those that 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So I'm going to go off camera and finish these up, and then I will meet you back when we get to that center stitches there, those center stitches. Okay, so here we go. I have worked up to this center part here of the shawl. So now we're going to work in that center stitch there, that center chain 2 space. So this part is kind of like the spine of the shawl, kind of reminds me of. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to work 3 double crochet like we've been doing. Yep, yes, we are going to do that. Not sure what happened there. Like I said, these hooks, I don't know, for some reason, some people just absolutely love these hooks, and I don't know, they're fine. Not my favorites, but they're fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to chain 2, and we're going to work that picot again. So slip stitch in that second chain from our hook, and then we're going to work 3 more double crochet in that chain 2 space. And now we're going to continue on the other side of the shawl here. So we're going to do the same thing, is we're going to work that double crochet, chain 1, double crochet until we have 3 double crochet. Okay, so now we are going to work that double crochet, picot stitch, so double crochet, chain 2, slip stitch in that second chain from our hook, and then double crochet right back in that same stitch, and then chain 1 and double crochet in that next stitch. So chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet, and then we work our single crochet around that next chain 5 space. So we're going to continue that on the other side. And okay, so I have finished up, and I'm at the end of my row for my final row. So what you'll need to do to finish it up is you're just going to double crochet in that last stitch, and then you just cut your yarn, and your shawl is almost done. You will need to do some finishing. So I highly recommend after you weave in your ends, of course, is block your project, especially if you use a natural fiber like this guy is made with a combination of a couple different yarns, but I believe this one is like a merino wool silk blend, and I think this one here is just merino wool, so definitely would benefit from a blocking and just a slight washing. I need to wash it gently because my dog loves this project because he can smell, I think, the animal fibers in there. So he has gotten a hold of this quite a few times, so it needs a little bit of a bath because he was loving it extra hard. Yeah, it's not for him. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.